This is Appalling News, your most trusted source for fake real news. I'm Paul Chatto. It looks like online storage and computing is not a free ride. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not using resources. The thousands of cat pictures you emailed to your friends could be causing a water shortage. Listen to this friendly CNN reporter from London.
UK government wants you to delete your old screenshots. Not like that, but to save water. And if you're wondering what your screenshots have to do with saving water, let me explain. Just up the river here sit dozens of data centres, which store all sorts of digital material like photos and emails. They use large amounts of water in two ways. Firstly, to generate electricity to keep the centres running, and secondly, to keep the thousands of hard drives that store the materials cool. Here in London, Thames Water estimates that if using water cooling, a hyperscale data centre could use anywhere between 4 and 19 million litres of water a day to keep its systems cool. They're warning that that's going to put loads of pressure on the water supply. But the government says deleting 1,000 emails with attachments could save up to 77.5 litres of water a year. And now that large parts of the UK are in drought, the UK government is asking its citizens to help out.
So, the UK government is asking people to delete their old photos, emails, and screenshots to save water. Yes, you might have to delete all the pictures you've taken of the food you've ordered at restaurants. But could the UK government save even more water? We asked Grok, regarding this post, how many liters of water a year would be saved if parliamentarians and the House of Lords deleted all their online porn? Yes, we legitimately ask this question. After all, we are your most trusted source for fake real news. And this is how Grok responded. Based on UK government figures, at 77.5 liters saved per 1,000 attached emails, which equals approximately 1 gigabyte, and assuming average porn collection of 250 gigabytes per parliamentarian from user reports, across 650 MPs plus 785 lords, deleting all would save approximately 28 million liters per year, enough for 11 Olympic pools. Past access stats suggest substantial collections. Whether parliamentarians and members of the House of Lords would be willing to give up their porn stash, we're not certain. We're guessing no. Staying in the UK, Labour-run council ordering removal of St. George's and Union Jack flags is too scared to take down Palestine flags without police protection, leaked email reveals. Citizens of Birmingham, England, sick and tired of the pro-terrorist flags flying in town for the past 18 months, took it upon themselves to hoist St. George's flags and Union Jacks in protest. A Labour-run council has sparked outrage by ordering the removal of British flags from lampposts while being too scared to take down Palestine flags without police protection. Birmingham City Council said hundreds of Union and St. George's flags recently hung around the city could put lives at risk by endangering motorists and pedestrians. No explanation was given as to how they could endanger motorists and pedestrians. Perhaps they were afraid of the shock of people seeing members of the Labour Party actually showing some pride in being British. Yes, we could envision some hallucinating Ford Cortina driver careening into an abutment caught off guard by the sudden showing of patriotism. The flags had been strung up by a small group of residents. The crisis-crippled council has privately admitted it is too scared to try to remove the Palestine flags without police protection. In a leaked email, Cabinet Council member Majid Mahmood said of the Palestine flags, "We are taking these down, but we need the support of the police due to issues that have cropped up when we first tried to take them down." Who could be threatening you, Majid? Was it the Birmingham Indoor Lawn Bowling Club? Or could it have been the Birmingham Botanical Garden Society? We hear Hetty Derbyshire is pretty nasty with those pruners. No matter. We know the police won't help. We understand they are too busy busting individuals catcalling female officers disguised as joggers, which is a fine segue into this piece of pillock policing. Forget about two-tier policing gripping the UK. This report is all about two-leer policing.
Women aren't friends out for a run. They're actually undercover police officers taking to the streets in Surrey as part of a new operation trying to stop people catcalling and harassing female runners.
We get honked at, the staring, the hanging out of the window just to look at us, and it's so prevalent.
And police teams are ready to intervene the moment the officers are beeped at, followed or shouted at, pulling people over.
Those kind of behaviours may not be criminal offences in themselves, but they still need to be addressed. And of course, the people that are likely to commit those kind of behaviours, they may then go on to commit more serious offences.
While appalling news does not take the harassment of women lightly, it seems to us that the UK police are trying to do everything but fight crime. We have reported on a woman who was arrested for posting on Facebook that men can't be women. A Scottish man taken to jail for commenting on too many Palestinian flags in his neighborhood. How ironic. Knifings have skyrocketed. Home robberies go uninvestigated, and of course, there is the now infamous Rotherham child sexual exploitation scandal, where girls as young as 12 were trafficked by a certain group we are not allowed to identify, but it rhymes with Yakistani, that the police and politicians actively covered up. Yes, none of that is more important than sending a couple of tarts in tight outfits out on the asphalt jiggling their tushies to entice heteronormative motorists into offering salacious comments such as, "Aye!" and even worse, honking. These reprobates are immediately pulled over. The officer in the video admits catcalling is not an offense, but these precog police want to prevent unknown, undocumented future crimes. If the police really wanted to score big, then they should have gotten two better-looking policewomen. And notice they are not jogging through neighborhoods where the grooming gangs live. Wouldn't want to do real police work, would we? Anyway, we will leave you with an example of how women are harassed on the streets regularly here in Canada.
All right, cruising downtown. Hey, look at that chick coming out of the bar over there.
Would you look at the sun on her? Slow down.
Hey, baby! What say you and me get to know, love, and respect each other through shared experiences and mutual discovery, exploring every facet of each other on an emotional as well as a physical level, while still respecting each other's deep individuality. Come on, honey, I'm talking about a lifelong commitment to love, cherish, and honor each other. Woo!
She wanted it so bad. Hey, man, they all do. They all do.
Truly appalling. This is Appalling News, and that's the way it is.